Folks, wrestling is not fake entertainment. Wrestling is not sports entertainment. Wrestling is real entertainment. This is W.I.R.E, not The Wire. W.I.R.E. And I am Spazo.
I'm Chico.
And we've got a bigger outline for how we're going to book fiction this week. We've got a tag team match planned. And I'm actually really looking forward to that because I'm getting a lot of thought, at least on one side of the tag team. On the other side of the tag team, they're basically no-name jobbers at this point, but that's not important. But you go ahead and get started. You got your challenge for me, right?
I got your challenge. The challenge is as follows. During this week in wrestling, you are to pick 2 good things. One of them has to be from Raw or SmackDown.
Right.
And you have to pick 2 things that you disliked strongly. And one of them cannot be from Raw or SmackDown.
Okay. So we're going to start with the thing that I liked from Raw and SmackDown. And I will tell you right now, this was hard. They are not doing well right now. Between the horrendous booking, the incredibly short matches, and the SmackDown 1000 show, which I watched half of, and yeah. The problem is, to give this good thing my good thing of the week, I feel like it isn't even deserved because it's totally by accident. So for Raw 1000, for SmackDown 1000, they brought Edge back. And he's doing we'll just call it a cutting edge segment. And he's got Becky Lynch and Charlotte as his guests. And they are very committed to portraying Becky Lynch as a heel. And we're not talking like a Stone Cold in-betweener type thing. Everyone thought that's what it was going to be. That's not what it is. Because Stone Cold never would have, because very recently in Australia, Becky Lynch disqualified herself to save her belt in a match against Charlotte. So she hit Charlotte with the belt to end the match so that she could walk away with the belt. I don't remember Stone Cold ever doing anything like that. So they're clearly in heel territory for her, which has earned her the nickname the Reverse Roman Reigns. Because
yeah, well, try as they might, they're still gonna cheer Becky Lynch.
So Edge is trying to come at her as an opportunist, opportunist, talk about how, they're kind of alike and you seize opportunities and you look out for number one. But he was trying to warn her. It's like, that's the way I did things, but you may find that when it all comes down to it, you may be able to hold that belt, but you may not like yourself. So Becky, who is a fantastic promo, she's like, oh, no, I really don't like myself. I love myself. She then proceeds to run down Edge and be like, I don't even really need you to talk to me and tell me whether or not I like myself or whether or not I love myself. So why don't you go on and get out of this ring and try not to break your neck on the ropes on the way out.
Boom. Savage.
Right? But every single one of those lines got massive cheers.
Of course. They're never going to boo her.
It is lost on the supposed creative that if you see somebody for years just being a put upon nice guy, you know what I mean? Someone who's always trying to be nice and always trying to do good and always trying to just get better and constantly just getting screwed and screwed and screwed and screwed. And then they all of a sudden decide, you know what? I am really going to start looking out for myself now. And they start kicking ass and taking names. People like that. They really enjoy that. There are dozens and dozens and dozens of movies that follow that plot line.
Of course.
So the fact that it's a good thing is a total accident. It's the only one they had.
All right. So one good thing, guess, also a criticism, but
right. Right.
But hey, it's a good thing.
Right.
All right. Let's have another good thing.
All right. So now we're going to go outside of WWE. And I'm actually going to go to New Japan this time. Because I remember a long time ago when I saw Jay White, this New Zealander, young lion, wrestling in Ring of Honor. And I got to tell you, whenever you hear anybody on the internet complaining about vanilla midgets or, just the classic indie flippy style, things like that. Jay White, when I saw him, he was on that list. He could do all the flips, he could do all the acrobatic stuff, but he had no personality and absolutely nothing to him. And like in the independent wrestling world, that just doesn't cut it. Like everybody's out there doing dives, everybody's out there doing flips, everybody. That alone is not going to separate you. But he took some time, he bulked up, and now Switchblade Jay White is getting the massive push in New Japan. He's a conniving heel, opportunist now. Think about it very much like Edge, like I just mentioned. Edge used to be this young high flyer, good-looking dude, long hair, or whatever, right? But then after injuries piled up and he had to change his style, what did he do? He became this, ground and pound, opportunist, sniveling heel, always just a cutthroat. That's what Edge became. And the new Jay White, Switchblade Jay White, he is that. And he's the guy in New Japan who has the rocket strapped to him. And you would think it would be other guys like Okada or Omega or whatever. But here's the thing. They've already had the rocket strapped to them. They're already at the moon. They don't need to push them anymore.
That's right.
And when and they don't sit there and constantly just shove them up. They've like, look, we've made it. You're a star now. Let's make more stars. And that's what they're doing.
All right.
That's Switchblade, and he has been having a lot of So Switchblade Jay White and his recent activity, that's my good thing outside of WWE.
All right. So high praise for Jay White.